Hello all, this is Damini, co-founder of VMake Scholars. I welcome you to the 30th episode of our web series Loanflix Season 2. For those of you who are new to my channel, let me tell you, Loanflix is a web series which covers each and every detail of an education loan. Right from the eligibility to the process, disbursement, repayment, everything. And Loanflix is an initiative of VMake Scholars. VMake Scholars is an organization which is funded and supported by the Ministry of IT, Government of India, and its sole purpose is to help students like you get an education loan for your higher studies. And let me make it very clear, all the services of VMake Scholars are completely free of cost. So now if you have directly landed on this video and haven't watched our season 1 of Loanflix, then I encourage you to watch that first, because in season 2 we are discussing little advanced level topics. So if your basics are not clear, then you may not understand this. So do watch season 1, the link to the same is given above. Coming to today's video, when students are applying for the first loan of their life, their education loan, they have many misconceptions or myths about it, but with very little guidance on this subject. That's why I decided to make this video today to bust the top 15 myths about education loans. So let's start. But before that, if you're liking our videos and appreciate the whole idea of Loanflix, then please subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so that you can be notified whenever we're publishing a new video. Banks won't give 100% loan and we have to put margin money. Wrong. There are banks who can fund you 100% loan and student will not have to put any money from his end. This used to be more common among private banks and NBFCs, but now even government banks can give you 100% loan for selected universities. I need to pay margin money to the bank. Wrong. I know the concept of margin money is a little difficult to understand. That's why I have made a full-fledged video on this concept and you can check that out in the link given above. Margin money or loan margin is the portion of your total expenses which you will have to bear in case you decide to go with a lender who doesn't offer you 100% loan. So for example, if your expenses are about 50 lakhs and the lender approves you only 45 lakhs, the remaining 5 lakhs is your margin money and you do not pay this 5 lakhs to the bank. Instead, you have to bear this portion while the bank is paying your rest of fees or living expenses. Banks do not give money for living expenses. Totally wrong. Banks do fund for your food, accommodation, local travel, and even your flight tickets to and fro from India to your study abroad country, in addition to your tuition fees. But they do create drama for funding living expenses for countries like Germany because the tuition fee is almost negligible, but that is a nonsense problem and it can be solved. Loan cannot be sanctioned without I-20 or admit. Totally wrong. Your loan can be sanctioned without I-20 or admit for USA, without COE for Australia, without cash letter for UK. Whoever are these bank employees who are telling you that this document is mandatory, they are just not aware of the bank guidelines. Facing same issue? Talk to your VMake Scholars financial officer. You can request a call back using the link mentioned above. Banks won't give money before visa. Wrong. There are many countries which require you to pay the fees before applying for visa or deposit living expenses in a foreign account as GIC or blocked account or FTS, and all of these things will require you to get the money released from your loan before you apply for your visa, and banks have to release that money as per the guidelines. Facing same issue? Talk to your VMake Scholars financial officer. My parents must be earning well to get an education loan. Wrong. Loans are given even if your parents' income profile is not good. In that case, students' academic profile and the choice of university and course is evaluated for future income potential. Especially in our Elite Scholars initiative of VMake Scholars, we have helped so many students whose parents are farmers and do not have ITRs or even income proofs. My grades are low, won't get an education loan. Wrong. Past grades do matter, but that cannot be the only deciding factor. If your past academics have more than 60% on an average, you will definitely get your education loan. For lenders, your target university, country, and course matters much more than your past academics. Studying abroad is too expensive for banks to offer loan. Yes, studying abroad is expensive, but banks do realize that and they have upgraded their products accordingly. As of now, all of the banks can offer you up to 1.5 CR for your abroad studies and even more if required. And if you're going for studies in India, you can easily get 80 lakhs without any special approval, but more than that is also possible. Only parents' property is accepted as collateral. Wrong. I know that bank staff generally insist on the collateral to be on your parent's name, but as per the policies, that's not correct. You can put a property which is even on your relative's name, like your chacha, mama, grandparents, or even on your far relative's name, or even family friends. Collateral is mandatory for an education loan. Totally incorrect. Collateral is not mandatory for an education loan. Government banks do require a collateral for majority of their loan products, but at the same time, there are many unsecured or without collateral loan options available with private banks and NBFCs. Unsecured loans are better than secured loans. Wrong. Unsecured loans are offered at higher interest rate than secured loans, and the lenders who offer unsecured loans are a little more commercial, hence the terms are slightly harsher. But overall, it is a good option if you do not have a collateral, but be ready for its few negatives as well. Getting an education loan is hard. Yes, it was, especially from government banks, but not anymore because We Make Scholars exist. We Make Scholars is an organization which is funded and supported by the Ministry of IT, Government of India, and its sole purpose is to help students like you get your funds sorted. We help you with the entire process of getting an education loan sanctioned from a government bank or a private bank or an NBFC, and all this at no cost. We Make Scholars is a completely free service. To get in touch with our team, you can request a call back using the link mentioned above. Getting loans in other currencies is cheaper. Wrong. Even though on the face of it looks like the interest rate of a USD loan is cheaper in the range of 7 to 10% for an unsecured loan, but that is actually expensive. Taking a USD loan at 10% is almost like taking an INR loan at about 15%. Do watch my detailed video on that. The link for the same is given above. Students taking loans are not eligible for scholarship. No. You can get both a loan and a scholarship, and please note that taking a loan doesn't reduce your chances of winning a scholarship. But at the same time, you must know that getting a 100% scholarship is rare. Less than 3% of Indian students get a 100% scholarship for their abroad studies, which means most of the students rely on education loans even if they have a partial scholarship. High grades makes it easier to get loans. This is another misconception which high achievers believe in. Guys, if you're going to Stanford or Cambridge, banks, especially government banks, do not give you any special treatment. And there are live examples of it. A student going to Harvard Business School applies for a 2 CR loan to SBI because only SBI can offer that sort of high amount. And the SBI staff is not even bothered. They made him go through the entire painful process before this student reached out to We Make Scholars and we supported him. So high grades doesn't mean easy loans. I hope all this information was an eye-opener and you would stop believing in these myths and misconceptions. We put a lot of effort in compiling this information and bringing it out to you. So if you found it helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel and click on that bell icon so that you can be notified whenever we publish a new video. Please share this video with your friends or colleagues who should be saved from these myths. That's it for now. See you in my next video.
Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon to never miss any updates from us.